Welcome to ERAP Narrations. In this video, we'll take a closer look at MyWES, which allows BC Public Service employees to explore their own personal WES scores and those of their workplace in a variety of ways. To access MyWES, follow the link on the screen. If this is your first time visiting MyWES, you may be taken to a login page that gives you a few options to authenticate. BCPS employees should select the IDER button at the bottom, then enter your IDER credentials to access the application. Once you've logged on, you'll be taken to a landing page that provides more information about the application. You can learn more about how we keep your results confidential and how we calculate the scores that you see in MyWES. Results in MyWES are typically released in two phases. The first phase comes when the BC Public Service Overall Report is released, about a month after WES closes. MyWES will include your own personal results from the survey, as well as the BCPS overall results for comparison. Only employees who completed the survey can access MyWES during the first phase. The second phase comes when the organization and work unit reports have been released, about 3 months after the survey closes. MyWES will then be updated to include results for your organization and any work units that you're a part of. All active employees can access MyWES at this point. From the landing page, you can access a number of pages or tabs at the top. The first tab is the My House view. If you've ever seen a WES report before, then this tab will be familiar to you, as it displays results in the visual format of a house and includes scores for each driver in the employee engagement model. The color scale on the right will help you interpret the scores. By default, MyWES will display your personal scores from the most recent WES survey on the house, but you can use the drop-down menus above the house to choose other results available to you. Use the Scope menu on the left to switch between personal or organizational types of results, and the Results to Display menu on the right to select which specific results to display in the house. If you've changed position since taking the last WES survey, then the organizational selection will include results for where you currently work, while the personal selection will include results for where you worked at the time of the survey. If you want to take any of the results you see here offline, you can print them. Remember, your personal WES results are confidential and accessible only by you. If you print them, it's completely up to you who you do and do not share them with. If you print non-personal results, then there's no problem with sharing them. Note that employees who did not complete the most recent WES survey will only be able to see organizational results. Next, the tabular view shows you the same data, but with a bit more detail and more direct comparison. Here you'll use the same drop-down menus to select what you want to compare. Use the Scope menu to select whether you want to compare it to your personal results or to your current organization's results. Then, select a comparator from the top right menu. For example, we can choose Personal to display our most recent survey results, and then compare them to our personal results from the previous survey. By default, we see results grouped by driver, but if you click the toggle on the right of the menu, you can see results for every question on the survey. Questions that show NA mean that you responded on the survey with either a don't know or not applicable response. Drivers can show NA if one or more of their component questions have an NA result. You're able to export the displayed results by clicking the Export button below the table. As with My House tab, employees who didn't complete the WES survey will only be able to see organizational results. The final tab in MyWES is called My Summary, and as you'd expect, its purpose is to summarize your personal WES results and key takeaways. It includes your color-coded engagement score, as well as your top 3 most positive, or highest scoring, drivers, and your 3 most challenging drivers. This should reinforce for you which parts of the work environment you feel are in good shape and which are in need of improvement. If you want to learn more about the ways to make positive changes to elements in your work environment, click on the driver that interests you to be redirected to resources on the Compass website. Again, just a reminder that employees who didn't complete the most recent survey will not be able to see any results in the My Summary tab. Thanks for taking the time to walk through MyWES with us. We hope this has been helpful. If you have additional questions about MyWES, check out the FAQs on Compass or email us at work.environment.survey@gov.bc.ca. Thank you.